Hello, HQties.
We're not on HQ.
We're on HQ.
I'm gonna get this everywhere. I'm so sorry, Mike.
Don't get it everywhere. Okay. Hurry.
I'm trying to get us set up.
Get us set up.
We are.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello to the people that are currently watching us struggle as we get ourselves together here. So, thank you so much for joining us on our Coffee and Comics live stream, where today we are talking about the comics coming out on July 11th. I was going to say June 11th. July 11th.
That's 7-Eleven.
7-Eleven. So,
7-Eleven.
Is that why we got coffee from 7-Eleven today?
No.
Well, it's a coincidence that we got coffee from 7-Eleven for our 7-Eleven Coffee and Comics live stream.
You know, on 7-Eleven, don't they give out, like, free Slurpees?
Is that the day where you could come in with any of your containers and just get all the Slurpee you want?
I don't think so. I think that you just get, like, a free Slurpee.
Oh, okay. I would love to just bring in a fish tank and get some Slurpee.
Ew.
We were going to do that one day, but we didn't.
Yeah, we didn't have a container or anything.
Mm-mm. Well, alright, so what are we starting with? Dark Horse.
Yes, what's coming out for Dark Horse?
So, on Dark Horse, we have... So, I know a lot of people were really excited about the Incredibles movie, Incredibles 2. So, Dark Horse is actually doing a 32-page miniseries. I'm not sure if it's going to... I think it might be a continuous little miniseries, but number one of that comes out. It's called The Incredibles 2. So, that's on Dark Horse, which I was a little confused about, because...
Disney owns Incredibles, but then
Pixar.
they own
Wait, but I'm...
Marvel.
Yeah, so it's a little confusing, but you'll find out.
Aren't a lot of stuff that's Marvel-esque wind up on Dark Horse?
I'm not sure.
That was terrible English. I apologize.
Marvel-esque. No, well, the Magic Order, which is that Netflix thing, is on Image, so that's why I was a little confused as to why the Incredibles 2 series is on Dark Horse when it's, I don't know, I feel like it could have been.
Why would it be an Image?
I don't know. Everything's owned by the same company. It's all just one big conglomerate.
Comment below.
And so another Dark Horse series is that's coming out that I'm actually really interested in. It's called She Could Fly. So this is about a woman. This is gonna get a little dark. This is about a woman who can fly that just spontaneously combusts in air, right? And the story itself follows a 15-year-old girl that is completely obsessed with this woman that can fly and tries to learn everything about her. And what she does is she just ends up finding out about conspiracy theories and just rumors about this woman that could fly and how it can like relate to her. And it sounds awesome, and I'm really excited to read that.
Yeah, I think I've heard of this. I was just like, what? Who's writing? Who's the artist, do you know?
I can't remember that much.
Oh, okay.
I can't remember that much information. That would be something that we'll have to, comment on or whatever later.
Yeah, let us know if you could look it up for us right now.
Yeah, since we don't have the ability to Google anything right now. We should probably, start using a computer to Google things really quick or something.
I can bring my tablet.
That's true. We'll start doing that. Oh, by the way, have you guys noticed that Jenna got brand new glasses? She got these gold frames that she's been wanting for a while.
I know. The last time I got new glasses was 6 years ago.
I like these glasses a lot.
Thank you.
They're very suiting. They're like librarian-esque. A modern librarian.
So I look intelligent?
/ old / grandpa, because that's what you are. You are a grandpa.
I don't mind being called a grandpa because grandpas are the best.
Well, you are a grandpa. Alright, so I'm going to move on to Image Comics. And Image has a number one that's coming out. This is also very weird, grotesque kind of. It's called, I believe, Farmland. So Farmland number one. It is about a gentleman, a farmer, who farms human organs, right?
Okay.
Like, literally, from the cover, the organs are coming out of the ground. Like, you're literally farming organs. And it's like a dark comedy with, like, a weird sci-fi twist to it, I guess.
Okay.
So I'm interested in that.
Is he farming them for good or for evil?
I think he's farming them for good, but there might be something in the storyline that is just not good.
Okay.
'Cause that's how everything works.
Yes. Conflict.
And I know are you still reading Oblivion Song?
Yes, I am, and it is so good.
Mm-hmm. So number 5 of that is coming out.
I didn't see that.
Mm-hmm.
It makes sense. It's beginning of the month. I should know this. Should know when my comics come out.
So Oblivion Song, number 5. And have you been keeping up? Or
Yeah,
so
I'm all caught up.
cool. And what do you think about it so far?
It's really good. It's a bit of a slow burn because it's more like dramatic than action driven.
Okay. So
there's a lot of build up right now, a lot of storyline build up.
mm-hmm.
So once we get through that, then I mean it's still good. It's still good regardless.
Mm-hmm.
I love the art and the monsters, and Robert Kirkman is a great writer.
So his world building is really, really good in this.
Mm-hmm.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
So what do you have then for DC?
I don't think I have anything for DC.
Nothing?
No.
What about Marvel?
I have stuff for Marvel.
Oh, shoot them out.
Yeah. For DC, I think number 50 for Wonder Woman's coming out, Rebirth. That's
Yes.
pretty awesome.
Number 50. Mm-hmm.
Right? Is Greg Rucka still on that?
Don't think so.
No. Well, because he came out with he was doing Black Magic.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Gotta move on.
Gotta move on. Go back to your labor of love. Well, it's not a labor of love. It's a great thing. I just read the second trade paperback of Black Magic.
It's so good.
It really is.
The ending especially. Oh, the ending of that is so
Mm-hmm.
magnificent. So I can't wait till it comes back.
Yes.
What else do you have for Marvel?
So Marvel decided that they're rebooting a lot of their universe. So there's a lot of number ones coming out. Yeah, we talked about this.
I know.
Talked about
It's just like, come on.
But Deadpool, Doctor Strange.
I did see that Deadpool, it's a number 1, right? So brand new Deadpool is coming out.
Brand new Doctor Strange. What I'm most interested in is X-23.
I knew you were going to be interested in that.
Yeah. because Mariko Tamaki, how do you say her name?
I don't know.
Okay. Well, she's
you
on
look
it.
at me as if I know.
And also Jen Bartel did a cover, and I hope that Manifest gets this cover.
Shout out Manifest Comics.
Because I really love Jen Bartel, because who doesn't love Jen Bartel if you've read The Wicked and the Divine? It's a beautiful book.
All right.
And so I'm probably going to pick that up.
I know Darth Vader still going strong on Marvel. I would probably buy that as a hardcover if they came out with a hardcover for it, because it's not something that I particularly liked reading as single issues. It was just I don't know, I didn't feel like it was worth it. Maybe just part of me is like, I'm not buying anything Marvel, but
What's wrong with Marvel?
Don't get me started.
Is it because they keep rebooting everything?
Basically. No, let's move on to the next topic.
Okay.
So I'm really excited that It Too started filming again. And it literally started filming on July 2nd. And the second part, or the second chapter of It, is basically the kids as adults. So
Who's in it?
I believe Bill Hader. I believe Bill Hader is in it.
Gotta
who
see
else?
this now.
Yeah. It's probably gonna come out by the summer. I mean, not by the summer, by Halloween time. I'm imagining.
Halloween time, yeah, probably.
Mm-hmm. So.
If they just started filming?
Yes.
No, it's not gonna come out by.
You don't know.
It's probably gonna be 2019.
Oh, okay. Next Halloween time. Not this Halloween time. This time we'll have to just watch Halloween Town.
I'm sure there's going to be plenty of good horror movies coming out around Halloween.
Okay. So I know that we talked about the Batman Catwoman wedding last time and what our predictions were. And definitely don't be the New York Times and ruin this for everyone who hasn't. anyone who's been living under a rock and doesn't read anything on the internet.
read the news every single day,
and you didn't know.
I avoided it, but I walked in to get my copy. It was like bright and early on Wednesday, and it wasn't that bright and early. It was like 12:30 probably. And then I'm about to walk out, and then someone ruins it for me. And I was just like, wow. I had it in my hand. I purchased it. And I was like, thank you.
Well, at least...
stranger I don't know.
I think that's a tiny bit different than having it ruined for the mass general population.
Well, I'm mad about that, too.
2 days prior to it coming out.
Yeah, that's awful. I'm mad about that, too.
And rewinding a little bit, I did read that the writer of the article who published that headline that really ruined it for everyone says he would if he could go back in time, he would change the headline and kind of change the article, but what he struggled with the most was writing about this event if the event did not occur. And he was really struggling to write an article about it when
Right, I understand that. But also, the editor has a last say on your title and everything else.
DC actually okayed it. They okayed.
Well, that's why Tom King was pissed.
So DC okayed this headline, but of course everyone was very upset about it. But don't be that person. Don't be
the spoiler. Okay.
Don't be the spoiler.
Don't be the spoiler.
But I definitely want to know what you guys think in the general sense about that issue, and if you enjoyed reading it mostly, or if you were genuinely disappointed. I think in terms of like a marketing standpoint, I think it was genius. So
why?
Because of how much hype it has, and now people are just still going to continue reading this and to find out what happens to Sir Batman. I don't think people are going to stop buying it.
No, people aren't going to stop buying it, especially those who... I think it has like a 100-issue run or something like that. It's like ridiculous. But, not ridiculous. I mean, it's great. But, I don't know. I just feel like it's kind of like...
You were really let down?
I was disappointed. It's kind of like you're shoving it in all your fans' faces. Like, you've tagged on for this long, and here's this huge event, and we're just going to spoil it for you.
Yeah.
Because we know you're still going to read, and you're still going to buy the issues anyway. So it's kind of like a slap in the face.
Yeah, I get that.
I feel. And I think DC was supposed to come out with some sort of, I don't know, statement. But I don't know if they did. I didn't really bother to look.
What'd you guys think of Catwoman, though?
Are you asking me or them?
Everybody. I'm asking the world. What'd you think of? Did you read it?
Yeah, I read it. It was really good. The art's great. The story's great because it's Joelle Jones.
I think that's going to be one of the DC comics that I actually pick up.
Is that a limited run?
I have no idea. I would have to find out and look that up. Mike from Manifest probably knows because he knows everything. And you guys should definitely check out the Geek 101 podcast that they record here in Manifest Comics as well. And
we
Manifest,
were on it.
Yeah, we were on Geek 101 podcast, and they totally put that episode up. So find that on iTunes if you are an iTunes user, and hear us sound completely ridiculous. So I think the last thing that, or actually two things I wanted to mention, because this is one of my favorite shows in the whole world, because it never lets me down, is Shameless. Shameless is coming back on September 9th, and I was really, really stoked. No! It should never end. No, it definitely needs an ending, and I kind of hope that this is the season where it ends, because I'm not sure how much further they could take their ridiculous lives, but it's one of those things that I also would never want to end, because it's just so, it never disappoints. To the point where you're like, all right, where can they really take this storyline? And then it's like, boom! You guys are just fucked. Even more.
Yeah.
So, as a big Shameless fan, and an huge Emmy Rossum fan, I am really excited about it coming back on September 9th. And then lastly, but not least, San Diego ComicCon is coming. It's going to be on July 20th,
Yeah, 21st or something.
19th to the 22nd. And unfortunately, people have asked us if we were going. We are not attending.
We tried to get tickets, but we were working on a project.
Yes, we really did try to get tickets.
Snowing.
But that said,
no service.
If anybody wants to fly us out to San Diego and also invite us to San Diego Comic-Con, maybe they're looking for some panel hosts. We're happy to do that.
We've got experience.
We definitely have experience and would love to go to San Diego Comic-Con.
Oh, yeah. But we'll be at New York Comic-Con.
We will be at New York Comic-Con. And yeah, so let's look through if anyone said anything. Because if not, then I'm done. I'm out. It's Saturday.
Can't read
got
any
plans.
comics while in Japan. Oh, you're in Japan?
Who's in Japan?
Rogue Panda.
Oh! Hi, Rogue Panda from Japan.
I don't see many questions. That's my girl. Oh, Childish Corbino.
Hi,
our friend.
Corbino.
It's been like a year since we hung out with them in Philly. We should go back to Philly.
We should go back to Philly to, what was it called? Amalgam Comics? That was really fun.
Yeah, Amalgam's pretty cool. Have you guys been to Amalgam?
Amalgam is a coffee shop / comic book shop, and it is really cool.
Thanks, Fred. He liked my glasses. Fish tank Slurpee.
Fish tank? Yes. We're just gonna all go to 7-Eleven with fish tanks. And I'm not talking like a small 6-gallon tank. I'm talking about like a 60-gallon fish tank.
The biggest fish tank I have is 48 gallons, and we would need to scrub the crap out of it because I didn't really clean it after my fish died.
Ugh.
I mean, I took the water out and everything. And
You just left the water, you just left everything, and it's been like 11 years since your fish died.
No, it hasn't been 11 years. It's more like 4 years.
I used to have, my dad had an amazing fish tank. We had angelfish, which were like literally the most beautiful fish, and I've kind of been considering getting a fish tank, but I don't know where I'd put it. It's a lot of work.
It can be. But other than that, Ant-Man and the Wasp is coming out this weekend. Mm-hmm. Or either this week. And
that's exciting.
I think they just announced the trade paperback for Eugenic.
Ooh,
So
yes.
that'd be a cool one to pick up. And
that's it. We've read Eugenic all of the 3 issues. 3, right?
Yeah.
3 issues. So that is definitely one that I would highly recommend people pick up as a trade too, because it has such a big, impactful moral story to it that I would definitely recommend people read that. Similar to the moral story behind Number One with a Bullet. Yeah, for sure. But I'm done talking.
Yeah.
Thank you guys so much for joining us today on Our Coffee and Comics. We will see you next weekend.
Send us your questions and topics so we can cover those. But we should have more stuff coming out next week. And yeah, do you like our cast out of Manifest?
Yes.
We switched to Saturdays because that's just more convenient.
Yes.
And maybe we'll go back to Sundays at some point.
I left it, I literally changed our bio on our Instagram to live stream on the weekends. I'm going to leave it as general as possible because you guys know we just let you know on through our stories when we're going to go live. It's just more, it's convenient that way because as actors and producers and stuff like that, we typically work the most on the weekends, so it gets harder when we have fun projects to work on too.
Yeah, we're busy ladies.
Yeah, the ladies. I want to be like that emoji. But yes, until next time, thank you so much, and let's start a fire.
Figuratively.